Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Market Check. It is Wednesday, February 7th. This show is brought to you, of course, by Because Bitcoin, a reminder that there is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about these markets. You guys know me as Snorlax, also as Tommy. I'm going to switch up the order every day now, just to pick on Max a little bit. But I'm joined by Max, Jackus, and Tucker. Welcome, guys. I hope we've all had a great start to the week. That includes you as well as the audience, guys. Real quickly before we start cooking, before we start breaking down any charts, any alpha that we've got today, guys, I want to shout out the audience. We really appreciate when you guys smash that like button before we get started. Gently caress the like button. You can use any verbiage that you need to mentally justify putting your hand over the mouse, pressing that like button. But we really appreciate it when you do. We haven't been asking you very much over the last few shows, but it means a lot to us when you guys engage in our content, and it really boosts our channel up on YouTube to be able to continue producing this free content for you guys every day. So without further ado, let's get into the markets, right? This is probably like the 14th day in a row or something crazy like that, where I've talked about Bitcoin being at a pivot point, right? Is this a bull flag? Is this a bearish retest? I think you could argue both, given the high time frame context of where we're at, how we're trading into this level. And then, of course, we're obviously seeing a lot of rotation into altcoins, which has some people leading this or thinking that this is a stall period for Bitcoin, whether that's reaccumulation, whether that's a distribution. I think the point is that, we are probably pretty close to the next quote unquote outsized rotation for Bitcoin, whether it's going to be lower or higher. And I think at this point, it's probably going to be or proper for you to let Bitcoin show you the way a little bit, right? You break out, you get an aggressive, probably long and squeeze into the upper fifth or into the upper 40s. I think at the very least, the upper 40s, right? And you see beta outperform, you see ETH rip, all of these altcoins that have proven that they've had an underlying bid here over the last week or so. Probably, they'll probably double over the course of like a week. I mean, let's be honest. That's usually what happens if Bitcoin is going to give a huge squeeze into like 50K. And then, of course, you have the flip side, the downside rotation, the bearish retest argument. You reject here, you probably go back, you retest the range lows that we set about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we, I guess at that point, we would trade into the vertical accumulation pattern that we set up in November and December. So Bitcoin, very important level. It's done a whole lot of nothing over 2 weeks, but that does not change the fact that it is a very important level, both for itself, of course, and as well as altcoins like Ethereum that are showing a bit of life here over the last, few, I wouldn't even say a few weeks at this point because it's still kind of nascent, but, you are seeing this lower time frame strength on ETH, I would say on more days than we have in the past. That does kind of seem indicative of possibly signaling, an upcoming rotation into ETH. And I think the high time frame looks good. We've talked about it on the charts, the confluence that we do have right now. And then, of course, equities, which have just been ripping incessantly. That's true for the large cap tech stocks. That's true for the indexes. At what point do we ever stop just going straight up on the S&P and the NASDAQ, guys? I think it's like it's an unstoppable machine, these indexes are. That's Bitcoin miners. Yeah, let's talk about markets, guys. I want to know what you guys are thinking today. I know Bitcoin is relatively in the same spot. Equities relatively in the same spot, but it doesn't change the fact that these inflection points that we're sitting at are going to paint the context that will lead to, like I said, the next outsized move that comes from these markets.
So I have an announcement, guys. If we reach, and I'm not sharing for anything less, if we reach 120 likes, I'm sharing alpha at the end, and you want to see it.
Heck yeah.
And I won't be here until minimum Monday because I'm going to hospital. So just letting the guys in the audience know, guys, 120 likes in an hour. That's the benchmark. It's up to you. I do not really care. Not gonna bother sharing alpha for free. So up to the guys. 120 likes on YouTube, by the way, not in total, not on
120, man. They can
profile.
do that. They can do that in their sleep. That's no
For sure.
problem. That's nothing. I thought you were going to say
100.
like 200 or something, Jackus. I mean, come on. 120, boys. That's nothing.
120. We are in a ranging period, Max, and when we are in a ranging period, people are not caring, right? Whenever we start bumping, people join the show and want to know what's going on, man. Are we bumping? In Moon come in? If we are dumping, oh my God, zero when? So do I cheat my bags here? And prices down minus 50%. Do I cheat now? Please tell me.
Yeah, man,
So-
they do that. Most of the time they cheat and then they come onto the show and go, "Did I do the right thing? I cheated my bag. I did the right thing." We've been so clear on this show, man. I've just been screaming. I'm like, do not get chopped up. Do not get shaken out. This is bullish chop. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Do not get cheated out of your bag. Cannot do it. The halving is in 66 days. 66 days. Guys.
Goodness gracious, guys.
feel-
Goodness
I-
gracious.
Oh my
feel-
God. You could have
I
foreseen.
feel I will be trolling people more and more as we go.
But yeah, guys, for real, if you could do us a solid just before we really dive in, because we have some really great stuff to talk about today, guys. There's a lot of stuff to dissect. A lot of things that we've been talking about on this show have been aging very nicely and are starting to play out. There's some huge rallies that I anticipate are just getting started right now. We're going to get into all that. If you guys are excited to be here, if you want to support us, all you got to do is just take one quick moment, hit that thumbs up button for us. Again, we would not ask if it didn't make a huge difference, but unfortunately, the incentive structure is a little bit backwards right now at YouTube. They demand that you get a lot of likes on your video. And guys, we've been growing like crazy. We actually just hit 3,500 subscribers on YouTube. And again, that's a big thank you to all of you guys, because the reason we're growing so quickly is because of your guys' consistent and continued support of what we are building here Because Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis. So first of all, huge thank you to you guys. 3,500. That's no small feat. It's hard to grow a YouTube following, I'll tell you. But anyways, Tucker, what do you got for us here, man? This looks like some good propaganda.
This is some great propaganda that I that I literally just discovered just looking at the chart just now. So I mean, let's just walk through this for a second. So I mean, you came into this pattern differently, right? You pumped into this one, you dumped into this one, but I mean, the BART high looks super similar, right? Chop, BART high, chop
Tucker,
again.
so sorry, but DYM new all-time high, man.
Dude, let's go.
Wait, wait.
Oh my.
What do you say to this one?
goodness.
Go to the 15-minute chart. Dude, you
Goodness
cheated your
gracious.
DYM. I mean, congratulations. You probably bought it with us at like 4.5 or $5. So that's a great trade. But
Look
yeah,
at
I mean,
this.
I think
You
it's
just
got a
purchased all
lot
of
more to
them.
go, man. I think it's got a lot more to go. But I mean, if that was what you were in it for, congrats. Like that was a huge trade. From when we
Mhm.
bought it, we're already up like 60% since we gave the call out yesterday. So
40.
Tucker, just let me have it, man. Just let me
Yeah,
have
60.
it. 30, 60, 80. What's the difference? You know what
I
I mean?
know.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still holding my entire bag. I mean, as a matter of fact, I just withdrew all my DYM from my exchange so that I could stake it. So I literally can't cheat my bag. That's how much higher I think it's going.
Yeah.
I mean, I think DYM should at least be I think it'll probably chill out. It'll probably rally to like $15 and then it'll probably nuke to 10 and just refuse to give anybody a good entry below like 9.5 or something.
Here,
like
if we're gonna do that, I got some fractals for you guys.
Don't you show the one that you put on the screen, man. That was
I
inappropriate.
won't. It's already been blasted through. So we're just gonna forget about that, man.
Good.
We're just gonna let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how to do
Did you see the chart that I made Wabi yesterday? He tweeted it out. I know you saw it.
Oh
You
yeah.
saw it. Come on now.
I know, but you had it on like a line chart and it was on like the 32nd and it was like it's going vertical.
It was called good bullish propaganda. Maybe you should learn something about it, okay? Because this is bearish propaganda. Anything besides straight up in a straight line is bearish propaganda. And I find that personally insulting.
Let's just hope she can get above there with a nice close.
Yeah, Greg understands, man.
Yes.
Not
we will go-
Valhalla, Walhalla. man.
Walhalla. We're
I don't know
going,
what that
fellas.
is, but yes, Greg.
Whoa.
I mean, I think you pull a Tia regardless, right? I think you literally pull like from $5, you probably rip a 3x, right? You probably go to like 15. That's really the
I think you
general
go
statement.
15, and then I think you get a huge nuke down to like 9:45, and everyone goes, "It's completely over," and then just absorbed straight up.
Yeah, because I
like-
think it'll be like Tia, like it will, but it should be more volatile because it's not like the only thing you can do with it is stake it, right? So like I feel like there'll be less people staking Dimension than Tia. So I think it'll probably rip harder and also dump harder than this kind of like slow arc that it's doing. I still expect Tia to have a blow off, but I don't think Dimension's gonna be like one of these. Like it probably just like does that type of like it's just more aggressive, honestly, if I had to guess, because like that's what I was telling Tommy and Jackus before the show, and that we've talked about, that Wabi's talked about, is like it's an L1. You can like go shitcoining on there. You can have NFTs on there. You can do everything you can do on every other L1 on Dimension. On Tia, all you can do is stake it, really. So like there's more use case. But we were running numbers yesterday. $20 makes sense for Dimension in the short term, given its market cap relative to Celestia's at launch. If you add in the fact that it probably outperforms, that's higher than $20, but $20 over the next 90 days makes sense to me. That's like what, a 4x from $5. So same price target, half the market cap or double the market cap, but less multiples is really kind of the thesis there. So it goes to $20, shove. That's my opinion. So
Bro,
Yeah.
there is one altcoin I'm just aping so much right now. It's going to run 100% in February. I'm so positive.
Jack,
I
what do we need to do to see that live?
The likes, man. The likes.
That's
No,
all
for
he
this
asks.
one, the likes would be like 200. I'm not
Oh,
sharing this
man.
one.
Or you got to be in
I'll
the
share it
Discord,
when
I
it's
guess.
over.
Guys, we need
We're
to
at
talk about this.
47
now,
likes
man.
on
now,
Discord.
guys. You guys got to step it up.
700 likes.
We need to,
700.
guys. This needs to be discussed, and I want everyone's opinion on this.
Tucker, I don't know if you remember this, but I put that in the Discord yesterday.
No, you did not.
I swear, I implanted that in your subconscious.
I don't buy it, man. I don't
Dude,
buy
I'll
it.
pull it up right now. I swear. So
Pull it up, man.
you were probably in your Vision Pro doing like 8 things at once. So you like heard me talk about that, but it didn't
Could
fully
be.
register.
Yeah, I mean, my
So you were
brain
thinking
is
you discovered
operating
that.
on so many different planes when I have that thing on that it's just hard to. Yeah,
He's too efficient. He's a
Yeah.
cyborg. Yeah, I'm gonna find it right now because you think you discovered that, but it was actually moi who discovered that.
I don't know, man. I think it was me. But if Will comes on the show, the Apple Vision Pros come on immediately. Just that's what
Instead of
wanna
hat
see-
stays on for Tucker, it's goggles stay on. Tucker with goggles.
I'm gonna text him right now.
I want to see that battle. The Tucker versus Will Apple Vision Pro battle.
Will's just coping that he doesn't have the Apple Vision Pros. He'll capitulate and buy some. I'm not worried about it. It'll happen. All right, Max. Where's this propaganda?
I'm finding it right now. I'm finding it right now.
Didn't happen.
You want to bet a panda or something?
Absolutely not. I could never bet a panda, man. I need my pandas.
I'm not sure that Will is gonna capitulate the Apple Vision Pro. He's like, he's like Jamie Dimon of Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, Will's a very stubborn man. That's for sure. He will not relent.
Okay, Tucker.
No.
I got it. Yeah, man, I got
Let's see it, man.
2 days
Come
ago,
on.
man. 2 days ago, it's over for you. This is hard to watch. man.
Oh no.
This is gonna be hard to watch here. Oh boy.
No, Max.
Yeah. Should I send you the link or just a screenshot?
Are you on your can you not screen share right now?
I could screen share. It's just gonna show the Discord.
That's fine. Okay.
All right, man. I'll show the Discord. Hang on, because it's about to be over for you. You owe me a panda.
I do not owe you anything.
Here's a little sneak peek in the Discord, guys. Ready? Look at this
Okay.
date here, February 5th. Look at that chart, man. Oh man, who drew it out first?
Yeah, it's okay. It's an okay.
What? I
It's
talked
not-
about it 2 days ago.
It's all right. The low is nice. The low makes sense.
I know how this feels, Max.
Dude,
Trust
Tucker's
me.
Tucker's
Trust
the
me.
Dude,
plagiarizer.
I promise you, I've never seen that chart before in my life.
Because I
swear to
implanted
God.
it in your subconscious while you were in your Vision Pro. But it was there by me. All right. I stuck it in there.
Do you know how many times, guys, I share something and then 2 days later it's like, look what I found, guys. I'm like,
Not for me,
Okay.
Jack. It's not for me. Not for me.
You can tell we spend just a little bit of time around the charts.
Yeah, man. Just a stupid amount of price action has gone through my eyes over the last 7 days.
well,
but-
it's legit just our connection, right? Because we are just so pro these days that it's like popping to everyone's head.
Yes, but I need Tommy. Tommy's kind of the fractalor. I need Tommy's opinion here, man. What I mean, do you see it? Like,
Yeah. I
but
just
also no.
yeah, I don't know. Just because like right before the one on the left, we had the highs before it, right? Like we had 6 months of consolidation above 25K.
You really want to, Tucker, you want to take the current price action on
Yeah.
BTC and measure it against the fractal of Ether in 2020.
I bet Tommy likes this one. Oh dear.
No,
Oh,
man, that's not gonna happen.
no, it doesn't even work. Wait, what?
You want to take the current price action of BTC and measure it against Ether fractal of 2020. Around, I don't
Yes.
know, $200, $300, something like that.
Let's see. Let's
That's the
get rid
one
of
that
all this.
fits.
So many
Jesus.
drawings. Don't worry
Jesus.
about it. Don't worry about it.
You need some-
I've got a similar looking object tree on Bitcoin, man.
Yeah, man. All right, what, Jackus?
2020.
2020 on ETH?
Yeah, right there. You already see it. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Let's just. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So we're just talking this area, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice.
That's real nice, man.
That's good propaganda.
Yeah, it is.
When permabull Tommy? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Tommy.
Soon, man. Soon, very, very soon.
I just feel like it's time, man. Like I can't wait to just meet permabull Tommy because I didn't know you in the bull market. I met you in the bull market.
I was pretty bullish in like April to June of last year. Like, to be fair, that was probably the most bullish you've ever seen me. And I was like just tweeting about Pepe multiple times every single day.
That was fun.
real.
But what I mean is like I want to know what was the Snow Dog or what was the crazy
Snowbank?
yield farming Tommy that what were you doing last bull market? That was like the crazy yield.
Snowbank, yeah.
Snowbank.
Snowbank DAO. Real ones remember AVAX shit coins.
Yeah.
That I knew we were getting pretty deep into the bull market at that point because it was like Ohm was already so risky and we had a second derivative of an Ohm fork on AVAX because we already had time. Oh man, and the APY was like millions and millions of percentages. I will do that again, and I have it. If you were listening to what I had to say on the Giga Chat call this morning, Max, and everybody who was on that call is going to know. I kind of already feel like I know where the next rotation is going to be on chain, and I don't think it's going to be on Solana.
Yes, and that my bags. Thank you for that because I've been exposed to that ecosystem for quite some time, and I guess the hint for
Oh,
everybody is that it's been quite lethargic.
I don't
No, that's
know that you
bearish,
guys
man.
are talking about the same
No,
thing,
that's
Max.
I can't. Do I look like a guy that can wait that long, Tucker?
No, I don't know that you're talking about the same thing that Tommy's talking about, man.
Oh wait, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, in my defense, without just spoiling it, okay, here's the hint. It's not ETH, but Tommy also has mentioned that he thinks ETH is going to eventually catch up here pretty soon, and ETH looks
Yeah.
better than Bitcoin. But what he is talking about is something else that I've never had exposure to, but maybe it's time.
I think it'll be worth having exposure to, especially given the way, and this might be a bit of a hint, and this is the last thing I'll say on it, especially given the way that you have all these new protocols dropping tokens and incentivizing people to come over to use their protocols. I mean, it's just a huge opportunity to attract new users and liquidity, even in places where, I mean, we look at what Solana airdrops were, I would say, I think 6 weeks before we really started moving. I think there was an airdrop for about like 1,000 people that was only, it was pennies. It was like people received $100 or $200 stimmy from this Solana protocol that they thought they were going to maybe get thousands of dollars in airdrops from, just because there was no participation, and incentives can change that in a hurry.
But can something really pump without a token?
No, it cannot. Probably not.
So you're basically just betting that there's going to be one soon.
Or that it's a proxy for a major to see activity again, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
I do think that there's going to be a token. Just a gut feeling.
Oh, this would be brutal, dude. This would be a brutal scenario. June, we're at $43,000 still, man. Oh,
We're still at the pivot in June.
No, I can't.
All right, here's something we need to do, guys, is we do need to talk about Kaspa. All right. So for those that follow me on Twitter,
Oh shit!
closely,
Here we go again.
I've been very, very public and
I need well
transparent
right
about
now.
my plan.
Here.
I have been aggressively accumulating Kaspa, is right around 10 cents. All right. I've been closely tracking the Kaspa BTC and Kaspa Ethereum pairs. Okay. I have a fat bag of Kaspa. Not fat enough, never fat enough, but a fat bag. We're starting to see that breakout, guys. We're starting to see that breakout. It's happening right now. It's happening now. All right.
Oh, man.
And I think the next move takes us up to precisely 33 cents. All right. The next move should take us up to 33 cents. So for those that have been watching and following closely, probably gave you a free 3x. That's just the reality of the situation.
Damn it.
We've been shoving 10 cents. Shoving. With conviction. You wanted your perfect retest. You don't get it. You don't get it. You're never going to get it because the BB buy wall isn't going to let you down there. That's the truth of it. You should see the BB buy wall, man. You're not going to get filled. You will be absorbed.
It's thick.
It's thick. It's not happening. So actually, let me.
You see the PO3 ores, Max?
Yeah, I do. Now they're the COPE ores. Now they're COPE ores. That's how it works. But let me pull a Tommy here. All right. So here's CAS USD. We're gonna go on a little journey here. We're gonna go on a little bit of a journey here. All right. So we talked about this morning on our GigaCheck. I mean, we've been tracking this very closely, right? Is the first prominent swing high that Kaspa set up here in April of 2023, and the first prominent swing low in May of 2023. We take a fib extension from here, and you see our 1.618 has been concrete. It's been refusing to break. So every time we've been getting close to here, the BB buy wall has been getting filled aggressively. You're not getting through that level if I have any say in it. You don't deserve to get through it. You simply don't. Okay? Be the support that you want to see. So this 1.618 has been concrete. Now, why is this important? All right. Where have we seen this before? let's look at Sol USD. Now, Sol is obviously very different, but if you look at what happened for Sol last cycle, we had something very similar occur where we had a bullish reaccumulation pattern, just like the one on Kaspa here. Let me try to fit this a little bit better. Okay, so bullish reaccumulation pattern. All right, I don't need this. You guys can see it. And then you can see how Solana interacted with the 1.618, the 2.618, and the 3.618 last cycle. Okay, again, so these structures down here are different, but they're not, because it doesn't really matter, because it's just a bullish reaccumulation pattern. It's that simple. So they're not perfect, but they're similar enough. All right. So 1.618 is an absolutely critical level. We've been holding it just like Solana did, basically back here. Kaspa was effectively a $10 to $15 Solana. That's what we were seeing here. But what I find most interesting about what happened next is that Solana peaked out on its next rally perfectly at the 2.618. Then it had another accumulation, and then the cycle top was perfectly at the 3.618. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, look at where it topped. Held the 1.618, topped at the 2.618, reaccumulated, global top at the 3.618. It's incredible, right? And you see this pattern time and time again on log charts during a bull market, and Kaspa has been tracking it perfectly. So what am I expecting next for Kaspa? 33 cents, reaccumulation probably down to 20, and then we get a blow off top over $1, $1 to $1.20. Again, we can go a little higher, a little lower. Then probably a reaccumulation, big sell-off back down to like 60 cents or something like that. And then I think you start another new bull market. Probably takes you to like $3 or $4. But that's going to be dependent on like smart contracts and stable coins for Kaspa rolling out. But yeah, guys, I mean, we've been tracking this bull flag and this 1.618 for so long and accumulating every time. I've been saying this publicly. Every time we get close to this blue line, this 1.618, shoved here, shoved here, shoved here. Like, I'll post all the receipts too, guys. Like, all of these lows have been shoved. And I think we're breaking out here. I don't think you're going to get lower. I don't. And Kaspa's it's also famous for refusing to give you your perfect entry and front running very obvious levels. So anyways, guys, that looks fantastic. We're going to pull up one more Kaspa chart here as well, and then we'll talk about it. I'm actually focused on Kaspa ETH here. Kaspa ETH looks insane, guys. I actually just tweeted this out this morning. But what I find really interesting is these reaccumulation phases that Kaspa ETH goes through. You could say to me, like, well, why do we even look at Kaspa ETH, right? They're totally different. You should compare Kaspa against Bitcoin. It's more like Bitcoin. Well, why do we compare anything against anything? It doesn't matter. There's infinite pairs, right? Why do we compare ETH against Bitcoin? They're nothing alike, right? Why do we compare Doge against Bitcoin? Why do we compare Doge against ETH? Why do we compare Sol against Bitcoin? I mean, they don't have to be anything alike fundamentally. There's always a pair in a rotation. As Jacka says, intermarket analysis. But Kaspa ETH is really interesting here. The pattern has been 65 days roughly of reaccumulation or bleed. 2-day MACD crosses over. We get a crazy rally up to the 3.618. Similarly here, 66 days of reaccumulation or bleed. 2-day MACD crosses over. We top out at the 3.618. And again, right here, 65 days of reaccumulation. 2-day MACD just crossed over, and look what's happening. If we go back up to the 3.618, that's a 300% move from current prices. So this chart is extremely bullish, and it's hard to actually justify holding ETH if something like this is going to play out, truthfully. But I still hold ETH, I do.
ETH is like a drug people can't quit, man.
What is Fibs or Kaspa?
ETH.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, we're in the green. What are we looking at? 300% against ETH. I mean, what happens if ETH goes to 3K?
Yeah, you do the math.
I don't want to do all that math.
ETH goes to 3K. That would be what percent from here?
We'll do the math. We'll do the math.
So ETH goes to 3K. From here, that would be 26% move. So if Caspa
4
ETH,
times that.
no, I think you just add that on, don't you?
No.
Oh wait, no. So it's
4x that, because 300% is 4x, so it's 4x 26%, so it's like 100 and some percent. Right? Yeah. So Caspa to 20.
Well, no. So it's 300%. So it's Caspa divided by ETH, so it'd be 300% against that. So if ETH goes up 26%, yeah, you're right. It would just be 26 times 4 roughly. Yeah, so 100% from here. So
22, 23.
yeah, but how about if ETH goes to 3,600? You know, how about that? Because I think that's going to happen, man. I mean, look at this chart, man. What are we talking about? What if ETH goes here?
What are we
What
talking
if this
about?
happens? What if ETH goes to 4,000? What if ETH goes to 5,000?
What was the timeline on the ETH outperformance chart, real quick?
I mean, it's kind of loosely drawn, right? But it's just
65 days.
like starting here, this bottom should be set, and it can take. I mean, it could take, dude, literally 5 or 6
May.
months. But if it does happen, and ETH goes to like, I mean, let's just say ETH even goes to 5,000. What does that mean for this? If 6 months from now we're up here at the 3.618 for Caspa, that's
Yeah.
where craziness
So
happens.
that's by what, May? I mean, I think ETH could probably do 3,600 by May. So yeah.
All right, so let's see here.
Yes.
3,600 would be, I mean, 50% plus.
Times 4, 200%, which is a 3x for Caspa. 33, 35 cents, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Not bad.
real.
Caspa 3x by May. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
How is someone looking at this chart bearish? I don't get it.
That's
Ask him. He's right there, Jackus. He's right here. I was talking about Tommy. I'm just kidding, though. I'm just kidding.
I don't think ETH is
I'm just playing. I know
actually
you're not.
full.
I like to mischaracterize Tommy as extremely bearish.
All right,
Well,
Tucker, you're back on the chart, man.
I know. I'm waiting for some of these charts to look better. Truly, this one actually doesn't look that bad.
Ooh, guys, we're at 75 likes. Let's pump that up real quick. We need 120 for the super secret Jackus Alpha. All right. We need 120. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, take just one quick moment, hit that thumbs up button for us, guys. We promise there's something great waiting for you at the end. Jackus has something pretty incredible he's going to share, but we need to get to 120 likes. Please hit that thumbs up button. Furthermore, if you are new here, this is Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time. We talk charts, we talk price, we talk narratives, and generally we just have a great time. So please consider subscribing if you are new here so that you can be notified when we go live Monday through Friday, again at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for the support. We just hit 3,500 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely fantastic feat for the boys, and we couldn't be more thankful and appreciative of you guys. Yeah, Tucker, what you got here? What are you tracking?
I got track pulled up, man. The fractal that I had put on that we put out in our newsletter was like, I just took this and I put it on here, but I don't know if we need to, because track is interesting, man. We've been in track for a minute too. We've been in track for a while.
When am I getting my airdrops for holding that, man?
Bro, soon, Tommy, soon.
Well, it's still so funny to me. I mean, people don't even realize how free a lot of the money in ordinals it is right now. Truly,
so free.
Honestly, like if you're talking about pumps that have just been kind of like sustained and in a straight line and really not giving huge pullbacks if you get in at the right places, ordinals are the asset within crypto or the sector within crypto that's absolutely adhering to that. I mean, even like NFT or ordinals on Bitcoin, they're giving away. They want to give away all these airdrops. I mean, for buying a $1,000 puppet, you could get an RSIC Meta Protocol airdrop, which is now worth like $4,000 or $5,000 a piece. So, and that's if you didn't get a rare one, right? I mean, that's just the most basic level pricing. So, I mean, I think ordinals are still an area where I think people probably feel like they missed the boat already, but it's still really, really early, and you can just see by the way that these coins are pumping that, it feels like a brewing shitcoin season on Bitcoin in a way that we haven't seen on something like ETH since last summer. Even more than that, though, I think that just like everything is pumping. Not everything is going to sustain the pump, but like the best assets on ordinals are, they're pretty much up and in a straight line.
Yeah. And the RSICs are mining runes, which means something. I don't really know what yet, but I think it'll be good.
That message from you, Thomas, sounded like everyone is making money and you are not.
It's really not, though. It's so funny because people don't want to either people don't want to use Bitcoin for ordinals, which I can't blame them. It's kind of terrible to have to use the network to buy ordinals, but the opportunity there, I think people are just not. It reminds me of 2021 where there was all this opportunity because of people being simply too lazy, and honestly, that's what it is to go to these new places. Because we're already so entrenched and so familiar, so comfortable with the blockchains that we're using. I mean, think about everybody who got caught flat-footed on ETH and had to migrate over to Sol over the last few months. It's going to be the same way when you have Bitcoin ordinals going for like 1 Bitcoin a piece, and the same way when you have
Bitcoin
other
ordinals. Which one are you talking about?
I think Max.
Yeah. I do know. Wouldn't that be funny if that actually happens when just imagine a scenario where Bitcoin's at like 150K and puppets hit 1 Bitcoin. That'd be funny.
Puppets are the punks, man. They're the punks of Bitcoin.
I bought
They're going to be one of the Lindy NFTs of Bitcoin. Like, I'm absolutely positive on that.
I bought one just so I didn't have to cope in case they went crazy. Sometimes you have to do that.
Daily reminder for the BB free newsletter, guys.
Oh yes. Do you wanna talk about that, Jackus?
Oh, you do.
Tucker, tell them about it, man. Lather it on thick. Let's go.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if you guys wanted me to. Okay, yeah.
Let them know what's up, man.
Guys, free newsletter. If you either don't want to be in the Discord for some unknown reason, or just don't want to pay for it, whatever. Free newsletter, no strings attached. Alpha from one or all of us, depends on what's going on that day, but alpha every day, completely free. Sign-ups in our Twitter bio. I dropped
the sign up in the comments too.
Yeah, the sign up is in the comments. Zero downside. The RR is fantastic on this thing. We got our gem hunters, we got Wabi, Sisu, whatever. It's fantastic, guys. I don't know why anybody would not just put in their email and sign up. So that's my speech there. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty great.
It is. Yeah, it really is. But
LFG.
Yeah, LFG. What else do you guys
sign the email and LFG?
So bullish on this chart, man.
So bullish.
So bullish.
How's like total 2 look, total 3 look? How's Sol ETH look, man? Let's talk about some of the favorites. Yeah, what are we even talking about here?
Yeah, that's total 2.
And see, it's hard for me to look at this chart and just not get stupid bullish. Now, reason being is there's been an opportunity to make this move up above 662 billion, that range high.
Mm-hmm.
There was an opportunity for bears to make this a deviation or a swing fail. I've argued for a long time, the more time that we spend up here, the more bullish it is. Because then anybody that was bearish goes, oh crap, we're not breaking down, you know? And then what happens? You know, you fill in the blank. So
Mm-hmm.
I just look at this and I'm like, we've simply spent too much time above this range high. This is a clean breakout. It's possible you could get some sort of retest or spend more time accumulating, but I simply cannot be bearish a chart that looks like this. And for those that don't know what this is, total 2 is the entire crypto asset class less Bitcoin. All right, so it's ETH and your favorite shit coins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's the shitcoin ETF is what this is. And we just broke out of a 500 plus day reaccumulation range, and people are suddenly getting bullish because there's a 2-hour close that looked kind of bad. You know, I can't be that guy. I have to just ape here. When a chart looks like this, I have to ape. The probabilities are too high in my favor that it's going to go significantly higher. We're going to get additional expansion after acceptance of a range high breakout. It's a probabilities game. It's a higher likelihood than not. I cannot be bearish at a juncture like this.
Yeah, I mean, you look so similar to right here, like right on that 100 EMA or SMA, whatever it is, like after the range high breakout. Let me zoom out and we go to the 3-day.
And draw that previous range high too, Tucker. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I mean,
I
what are we
mean,
talking about?
like here,
Yeah,
basically.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's already on that one. So you're a little bit extended from. I mean, you didn't even go test it though. We're on the 3-day now, so.
Oh, can you
But
do this? Champs had an interesting point here. Can you do total 2 minus USDC and USDT? Let's see what that looks like. Because he says it looks slightly different.
total 2 minus what?
Then in parentheses, probably
Yeah,
USDC market cap.
plus USDT.
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of similar. I mean, it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
Champs, what did you see the difference was? I mean, obviously it's going to be a little bit. Oh, you're talking about the previous. Okay. I was looking at our current range, but yeah, well, actually, no, because Tucker, it just doesn't go far enough to the left. The range high you had drawn before in total 2 had the sell off before COVID as the range high. Yeah.
No, but
Look, go back to total 2 now. Go back to total 2. You'll see what I'm talking about.
hang on, let's just put it next to it.
You'll see what I'm talking about because you had your range high drawn a little bit differently. Not that it has to be 1-to-1, but
Are we in log? Yeah, we're in log. Okay.
You'll see where you had your range high drawn there. You didn't draw it from that June 2019 high. The range high.
I drew it from like here.
Right. So now move it down on the left chart to the same spot.
Like we called it like there. Down. I mean, that's.
But do you see what I'm yeah, like right there.
Yeah.
So it actually is very, very similar. Is USDC and USDT, are they even in total? I actually don't even know.
Total 2, you mean?
Yeah. Do they include stable coins in it? I actually don't even know this. I probably should.
They should.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do. What am I talking? I can see the numbers on the right side. It's less 120 billion.
Yeah.
100. What is it's kind of small. 120 billion less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Champ says, oh, he was talking about total 3.
Damn it, Champs.
Come on, Champs.
Come on, Champs. It's a big difference. Let's see.
Easy enough.
And this total 3.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa,
my.
Got some drawings on this, huh?
Looks like good propaganda, though.
It could be. Could be bull market drawings, so from last cycle, so you never know. Do I even have the? Let's just put the SMA on there.
It looks pretty similar. I don't see a huge difference. I mean, obviously a little bit, but
what am I on 3-day? Okay. There's your range high breakout retest. Same thing. Same thing right there. Shoot. I mean, yeah, you just don't have the price action to really look back, but like, look, like, let's just take the top of that and the top of this and the top of this and the tippy top of this. Seems like we're farther along. Like, the current cycle looks more bullish if we draw them all from the 29th, the pre-halving year high, right? You know, you consolidated under and then ripped, and it's the opposite this time. So I'd say it's maybe more bullish, honestly, if we can even say that. But that's some good propaganda.
Yeah, I mean, either way, the charts look great. You know, whether you include stables or not.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Jackus, what's up, man? What are we seeing out there?
Yo. Yeah, I mean, what you guys just discussed, it's so damn obvious. So the moral of the story is really to diversify and just be able to stand the market minus 20 minus 30% drop if it comes, which I do not think so much anymore, but if it does, be ready for it, and then just do not sell too early.
Can we pull up like RSI and MACD and stuff? Like, let's just prospect here, Tucker.
Yeah, look at this though. Look at this real quick. So like this, you were much lower in the beginning of 2020 than you were here. Like COVID, I think really took, I mean, it obviously pumped liquidity in so that we could rip harder, but like I think you're maybe just farther along this cycle because you don't have this. I don't know. Let's put on the RSI and shit though.
I like what's actually interesting right now as we speak is BTC and ETH. BTC looks like it just wants to rip higher, and ETH, oh man, it's making already new highs.
ETH is, let's see.
ETH had some headline like 5 minutes ago.
What was the headline?
ARK is refiling its spot ETH ETF under the cash in kind thing that they got Bitcoin approved with.
Here we go.
Tucker, can you say the line for me? Boys, we're pumping.
Boys, we're pumping. Boys,
boys, we're pumping.
That's what I was saying about, I don't know, week, 2 weeks ago. I was saying we want to front run the front runners of the spot ETF.
What are we even talking about, man? Look at that.
That's what's happening.
I just don't know how, dude, we've been so vocal for like months now. I just feel like every day is just deja vu where I'm just like pleading with people to see where they're at. And I just don't know if I'm getting through, you know? I mean, for months, every day I wake up and I come on here and I go, I'm not fucking selling no matter what. Like, you're just simply not going to get me to sell anything. Look at these charts. And then we show them the charts every single day, you know? And I mean, guys, let us know in the comments. Have you guys, I mean, seriously, have you been cheating your bags or have you guys been aggressively accumulating? I want to know if we're making a difference because I've been trying. I care so much. Like, I want you guys to look back on this period of time, you know, late 2023, early 2024, you know, back when BB was still small and on the come up, and you go, wow, these guys literally just like spoon fed us plays for free every day, all through the beginning phase of the bull market when all the perma bear scalp wars on Twitter told me it was over because of a 4-hour close. I tuned in every day and they made it crystal clear, man. I just hope we're making the difference, you know, because I care a lot, you know, I care a lot and I want everybody here. I know all you guys. I see all the names every single day. I know our audience, you know, we're still a niche brand. And I just hope that we've been vocal enough. I really do, because it's going to get crazy. It's going to be crazy.
We surely are making the difference, Max. I know that. Yeah, it's just nice when people come back and press the like button and show that gratitude this way and with the likes too. But I'm sure that we are, because the amounts of alpha that's been spilled around, people usually do not appreciate that too much with the likes and the comments. We like, I don't know why, but we as humans take it for granted when things go well. But when things don't go well, everyone comes out and starts to complain, starts to everything. But the people deep down, I know that they do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And guys, we just hit 100 likes, I think. That's fantastic. We're at 103, so 17 more, and then we're gonna press Jackus to share his alpha, man. See if we can get 17 more likes. I know there's 17 of you out there that haven't liked the stream yet, guys. I know that there's 17. So if you're one of those 17 people and you're listening to me right now, just know I'm talking to you directly. There's 17 of you out there that haven't liked it yet. Help us get to 120 likes, guys. We greatly appreciate the support. We want Chef Jackus to cook. I know everybody's hungry. The chef is preparing. Like, he's heating up the oven. He's got all of his frying pans out. He's got all the ingredients laid out, and he's ready to cook for you guys. But he's only going to cook when the restaurant is full, and capacity is 120 likes. So, guys, hit that thumbs up button for us. Let's get to 120, because I hear the tummies rumbling. Everybody wants their food. All right, we're 12 away, guys. Let's see here. Ooh, Chef Jackus. Look at that inverse Bart, man.
Oh my god.
You know what my favorite thing is, man? The top one, where the battering ram, like how dramatic the windup is. Like,
Yeah.
it's so dramatic, man.
This is legit the cheetah right now holding it right here. Above it, it's over.
Oh man. Someone needs to Photoshop the battering ram with an actual Cheeto, so it looks like the guy is swinging a Cheeto or something.
Anyways,
ETH chart looks insane, man. ETH BTC looks great also. ETH BTC looks really good.
I haven't even looked at. Oh wow. Oh my.
Who could have
foreseen that?
man.
Wow. Wow, man. That was unbelievable. What just happened?
Look at this comment, Jackus. I'm malnourished. He needs his food. Come on, Jeff. Cook for him.
I don't know what that word means.
You look it up on a translator. He's malnourished.
All right.
It just means he's skin and bones. He's hungry. He's starving.
Oh. Yeah.
Jackus.
No worries, man.
Tucker, do you really think it takes this long, man? Do you really think it's going to take all 2024 doing this annoying little dance?
Yes,
No,
I do.
no.
Yes, every time. It's January of the post-halving year. It's called the ETH tsunami. Just wait for it.
Dude,
Tucker,
Kathy just applied for an ETF, bro. What are you talking
Tucker,
about?
Guys, this says the
Tucker,
bottom on ETH
you have not
is
paid
in, man.
attention.
We just
Tucker, you have not
grind
paid
up.
attention on the Discord call. Did you see even the video I was sharing yesterday? Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. I watched the stream.
Nah, he was on his Apple Vision Pro.
No.
Yeah.
When you were screen sharing, I saw it, Jackus. Of course I saw it.
So how do you dare to come with a freaking 2020 fractal and not the one before?
It's price action, brother.
Jackus and I are actually making a video today. We're going to do like what he talked about yesterday in Discord. We're going to do like kind of a pre-recorded version of that. So that's going to be a good video. It's going to be a really good video. But Tucker, I can't accept how long this takes, man. I refuse to accept it.
Yeah.
And the reason do me a favor, go to the upper left corner and add Bitcoin down below. All right, add Bitcoin. New pane, Bitcoin down below. Put it in log for me. Get rid of the RSI.
Of course.
You don't need that.
You want them both in log?
That's fine. ETH BTC is fine. Put the one below in log. The difference here is, look at when Bitcoin made an all-time high, man. Like, That's the big difference is where we're at in this cycle. No. And a new all-time high, not a global cycle top. So
I don't
ETH
know what you're talking
BTC.
about.
Okay, so when we broke the 2017 all-time high is when Bitcoin made a new all-time high after
Okay,
last.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the difference here is that when Bitcoin made a new all-time high, we went crazy. I would argue we're a lot closer to making a new all-time high than January of 2020. You know, so as soon as Bitcoin makes
Yeah.
a new all-time high, ETH goes crazy. So if you don't think Bitcoin's going to make a new all-time high for another 12 months, then this fractal is legit. But
Mm,
what the ETH performance against Bitcoin is more so dependent on when Bitcoin makes a new all-time high rather than anything else.
let's get into it, Max. Let's get into it.
Get
If we're
into
gonna
it.
do
I'm
this.
happy to get into it.
Bitcoin made a new all-time high. I'm on the bottom screen. Hang on. Bitcoin made a new all-time high right here. And
Okay.
ETH didn't really start the bottom. Like, where do you even want to measure this to,
So
right?
basically 4 months after Bitcoin made a new all-time high. I guess
basically 4 months it took from when
Okay.
Bitcoin made a new all-time high.
Okay.
So whenever you think we're going to make a new all-time high, add 4 months to that, right? So, I mean,
Okay. Well, I think
you're still getting into like Q4, even if you think it's going to happen in like half one of this year, right? So,
okay. Just I'll meet you in the middle. Let's smush that in until Q3 or Q4. Let's bring in that fractal a little bit.
we can smush.
We can just a little mush. There we go.
Yeah. So,
October's fine. October's fine. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't know if it'll be that volatile. It probably will be, but from a levels perspective, it certainly would make sense to see like some of those highs get taken out at 0.07, 0.075, and then rip, you know,
yeah.
because we got some equal highs on the way down for ETH BTC. Lots of equal highs up there. So,
Oh, yeah, a ton.
so we could just take out those and then kind of like bear trap and then just absolutely rip face end of this year.
That's what it'll be, man. It'll just take out all these guys. That's your last bear trap, which will probably happen Q3, Q4, and you shove ETH, and it just tears into 2025. That's what you want to see.
Sure.
But this still, even as like not bullish enough as this is for you guys, it still says the bottom is set for ETH BTC.
Look at the balloons.
See that?
You see that?
Yes.
I did,
What
yeah.
did you do? What did you just do?
I went like I don't even know, dude. That was crazy.
I don't know how we trigger it. We got to figure out what triggers it because there's been a few. It's not just the balloons. Sometimes
Remember
it does
the
like
thumbs
thumbs up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Is this your guys' first rally? My brother in Christ. No.
It's definitely not.
No.
No. It's definitely not.
No. This is Jackus is like around 8.
It's my first, man. I'm still learning. Don't listen to me.
Jackus just bought his first Satoshi yesterday.
Yes. Went straight to ordinals and made 10,000% follow me for more.
Follow me for more. Oh man.
I like that
No.
DXY is struggling here a little bit, guys. I do. Like on the weekly, we got a nice little wick to the upside, which is great to see.
I just am not that
Michael-
bullish on the dollar.
No, you can't be. Michael, we're trying to bring out the chef, man, but it's just going to take a little bit more, man. It's 5 likes away. 5 likes, and then the chef comes out of the kitchen, guys.
There's our Dixie chart.
If you look at the weekly, Tucker, if you would,
You want the
just
weekly?
observe the weekly candle currently. Zoom in a bit.
I'm gonna get rid of this.
There's a real juicy wick that's forming to the upside
Oh,
here.
yeah, there is.
I like that, man. I like that wick. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that wick. I think it looks great.
I mean, this is what we said, right? We said this FVG needs to get filled, and then we can resume going down.
Yep.
It's
Guys,
smaller.
2 likes away, and then the chef is coming. I know you got it, but we only have like 10 or 12 minutes left on the show. So if you want
Look at
Jack,
that.
it's
Who
time.
could have foreseen, guys? Come
Yeah,
on.
see, that's where we needed to get stuff from. We said it either is at that FVG right there or that weekly order block right above the FVG, but you cannot go much further above that. It simply cannot happen.
Mhm.
And Tucker, maybe real quick, if you could go to like the monthly chart.
Yes.
Go to the monthly for us. Let's take a really high time frame look. So now adjust the chart a little bit so we can get some more price action from lower. Even lower. If you connect all of those lows from like the bottom left.
Those.
Yeah, connect all that, man. I think we revisit that trend line. I think we're about to have another like big cycle here. DXY is going to nuke down to that trend line. And you're going to see risk just blow off here, man. Just blow off. And
Oh,
for those that
there.
don't know the correlation here, DXY and risk being stocks and crypto have a negative correlation. So DXY goes down, crypto and stocks go up, vice versa. So that's why we were like DXY needs to get stuffed here and start moving down if we want our crypto bags to go up. Sometimes they can have a positive correlation for short periods of time where they both go up together, but DXY strength can often be a pretty strong headwind for crypto. So
Mhm. Yeah. That $100 level would be a nice confluence. You'd probably catch like a little first tap long, but yeah, I mean, this deviation thing looks really nice on the downside too. So
oh, love that. That'd be fantastic, man. We'd actually get the melt up if that happened. Like if we saw the dollar capitulate,
at 80,
yeah, we'd actually get the melt up. But by the way, we got 120 likes, guys. Jackus, I hope the food is ready, man. People are hungry.
take it away, Jackus.
The food is prepared. And wait, what was the word? I gotta find it. Oh,
Malnourished.
malnourished. So I'm gonna make sure you guys are obese today. All right.
Yes, morbidly
I don't.
obese.
I do not like when people get obese, but I'm gonna make sure that you are today. So let me pull it up. All right. Hope you guys are ready. You worked for it, and this is what pleases the chef. All right. Chef is pleased. The whole BB team is pleased if we meet the like requirements, and then you guys are pleased. So it's a mutual win as usual. Otherwise, I'll just start trolling people on these shows. All right. Let's jump.
Look at this
into it.
comment, Jackus. That's beautiful.
Oh man, that's really nice. I mean, I'm sure Michael that your mom cooks really, really good, regardless. Because you know nothing tastes like from your mama. So that's real flattering. Thank you. Anyways, guys, time is pressuring us. Let's jump into it. So I'll be cooking a little bit on the total too, and I think there is something. So let's start with the basics, right? So I still think this is one of the most important charts. And today I wanna let you guys see the forest, not the trees, right? And you need to absolutely like it's not that hard execution wise. What's hard is psychology thing during this time. And you cannot afford to fuck this up, man. You cannot you got wrecked, most of you, in 2020-22 cycle. You held your bags all the way up then all the way down. You know, you cheated your bags. You did it wrong. Don't do it this time. Do not over leverage. Don't do those stuff. I'm gonna give you the playbook you wanna play. So it's always obvious in hindsight. Everyone is going to be expert. I'm giving you, the things ahead before they happen. and they seem sometimes very like unrealistic before it happens, and then in hindsight you look back and like, man, so obvious, right? All you need to do is focus on these, and you'll be good. Do not overcomplicate it. So this price reclaim, again, that's the basic, but this price reclaim is the most important. That's why I said during, when it's actually started for BTC in October, when we had that price reclaim, I said this is probably the most important weekly candle we got in a while. The moment we reclaim this range, this is the big range. This is the, not only we are at like, basically the, the same thing as we were right here. The boys already covered this one. I'll go a bit more into the detail, right? So this is basically like very similar. But I generally do think that what happens is, this range. So after, put on the monthly. So after you got, the Great Depression on the Dow Jones, you went higher, and then you got this reaccumulation. That's where we are sitting on crypto. Obviously, everything's going way faster in crypto, right? We gotta, apply context and everything. But this is your big range, right? This is the big reaccumulation. And then what happens is the real adoption, the real one, right? This is where we are heading, in my opinion. And so that's one. Now, I've been calling that we will probably deviate, this whole time. I was already seeing this unfolding here. Yes, it took freaking long, guys. Basically the whole of 2023, we got this scary drop, everything. Yeah, I see it. But this was always to be the deviation, was calling for it right here. And this is basically the same chart, right? Now there is this one. This one is pretty interesting, right? So this is one of the very common price schematics because it includes psychology. We had this initial, S1 in the prior cycle. We had a bull market. Then we got the second complacent bounce. You get the sell-off. You get the sell-off, and then you get the range. Then you break the range, and that's right here. We are right here. It's always the same. It's not always exactly the same. But look at this one, right? You got 3 bottoms. You got like a triple bottom, 3 lows. What do you got here? 1, 2, 3. They are not exactly the same, but still, the first one was the bigger leg, right? It's this one. Then you go back, then you get a bounce and back down. Exactly the same. Then you got the break higher, all right? In this one, it goes above this range, right? So that's slightly different, but it doesn't need to be always the same. Then you get the long depression sell-off. All of us remember the depression times in July, August, September, when people have been attacking each other on Twitter. The people have been starting their own scam coins and ragging their followers. All of that was happening. I hope you guys remember those of us that didn't do that and those that did do that, right? Because it's been lots of those people, and lots of those people kept calling for low prices, right? So just to mention. Anyways, we break this high once again, right? That breaks the structure. Now we are inside of here. So locally, guys, we can still, we had the logarithmic. We can still, come back and retest this level. It's possible we don't do that and just start shedding higher here. That would look like this. you would probably spend some more time here and then continue. If that's so, then do not look for the retest anymore. Right now, it's still possible. That's why I say, if we drop, be ready for such a drop. That's what you need to survive, but that's it. This drop is confluent with the higher time frame range that we talked about initially, right? So be ready. It doesn't have to come. It doesn't have to. Right now, we don't know. It's time, however, to start splitting your backs into the strong ones and getting ready. Right here. And now look at this. All right, you will love this. You will love this. And I'll start. And I will not talk. I will only show. And I do not care about what is, like about the shortcuts or anything, right? I want you to see basically this is what I want you to see, guys. Not this one. This one, guys. We are sitting on a 3D that's higher time frame. This is not H1 time frame, all right? This is not H1. Add ST here, whatever. This is not H1 time frame, all right? This is 3D. Look at it. We had the bear market sell-off. You get the initial bounce, final sell-off. You get the supply retest, right? That's this one. Okay, do not care that it's not exactly precisely the same. Like here, we do not get the new high, right? We get only the bounce here. Like this is the same, but that's not important. They happen slightly differently, but the same each time. So you got the supply and the final capitulation. Clear capitulation was calling that live right at the bottom that we just hit the capitulation. People did not believe. Obviously, no, the wicks went deep. You get a bounce, you get a supply retest. Then you get, the sell-off. You get a complacency bounce. You get a deviation. This is your deviation. Then you get the upside. Some people get excited. Then you get the long ass depression sell-off. That's exactly what we got here. The depression has been, and I said this, the highest I have seen in crypto. 2019 was nothing like this. Nothing. All right. The depression here all around crypto Twitter was insane because of how much time it took. And then you get the upside. And right now, we are inside of here. Okay. Inside of this triangle, it's here. And this triangle, I've seen triangles play out where you get the sell-off first and then you get the upside. Sometimes the triangle just continues higher. That's something you cannot exactly tell. But this box is where you are. It's as obvious as it gets. You will not get the better risk to reward probability. Right now, the risk is so small and probability so high. And again, you can get, Maybe we get like the retest again. If you are able to survive this evades you. This does evade you. All right, it's right this one. This is where we are next. Maybe we spend, the next 3 months here. Be able to survive that time-wise too. Do not fade this plan. All right. Do not get shaken out by price capitulation, just like here. Right? The time capitulation, sorry. It's as clear as day. All right. And maybe, this cycle, because of the range, plays slightly different, where we do not have the clear upside straight. Maybe we play the range. Maybe we play the range and go to the red. Maybe we go to the red, right? Maybe we do spend some more time here. But this is happening. All right, this is happening. It's as clear as day. So please, guys, use this information and make your life better with this information. That's it from me.
Wow. I'm full.
I'm completely stuffed. I have to end the show, man. That was. I feel like I was. You know how foie gras is made? That's basically
No,
what just happened. Do you know how it's made, Jackus? Foie gras?
I don't know what's foie gras.
They basically like engorge a bird with food,
Alright.
and they stick like a tube down its throat and just pummel food into its gullet.
Wow.
You just force fed all of us too much food, man. That was
All right.
way too much food, man. That was.
I told you, I had to fix the situation with the guy that was, Manto, something. I forget the word. Sorry.
Malnourished.
Yeah. I had to fix that situation. So it's really once in a lifetime opportunity what this is, and that's where I wanted to put the emphasis on to really keep the forest, to see the forest. That was my beginning message, and I want to end it with it as well.
Some of these comments are hilarious, man. You got to read through the comment section. All right, guys, we're gonna call it here, guys. Thanks so much for being here as always. If you haven't yet, please consider liking and then also subscribing to the channel. We just hit 3,500 subs here on YouTube, so a huge accomplishment for us. Again, thank you guys so much for supporting us. It really means the world to each and every one of us here at Because Bitcoin. So thank you guys for the support. Please like and subscribe. Now, if you check out the first link in the description below, it will take you to becausebitcoin.com/premium. You can basically browse our website and read reviews for our premium offerings. Right now, it's just a Discord, but I don't say just a Discord in a sense that, oh, it's just a Discord. The Discord's absolutely fantastic. We spend upwards of 2 hours a day doing private voice calls with the entire community, led, of course, by us and the rest of the Because Bitcoin team. We have active positions channels, and we give away private analysis that we don't talk about here on YouTube or on Twitter. So definitely consider checking that out. All right. Now, right around the Bitcoin halving, which is not far away. Okay. It's like less than 70 days away. We are coming out with our new flagship product called the BB Terminal. The BB Terminal is effectively a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto guys. It's going to be an all-in-one tool that you can use to help navigate these markets, and you're going to want to use it. The BB Terminal, again, is dropping very soon and is going to be bundled together with the rest of our premium services, including the Discord. All right. So when we bundle that together, the price of the Discord is going to go up tremendously. And then you're going to want to use the terminal, and you're going to go, oh, wow, this terminal is awesome. It would really pair well with their Discord. Oh, man, that's so expensive. Max only warned me for like 4 months straight that he was going to increase the price when the terminal came out, and he told me to join beforehand. So, guys, this is another one of those days. This is that warning. Prices are going up very, very soon. Every day that goes by, every show that goes by, we get closer to a crazy price increase of the premium offerings. Guys, jump in sooner rather than later. It's basically $5 per day. It will pay for itself. No questions. All right. We've got very high retention and for good reason. So check out the first link in the description below to becausebitcoin.com/premium, where you can sign up right now for our Discord, get early access to BB Terminal, and also you will be grandfathered in to the current price of $149.99 per month forever, as long as you don't cancel. The only thing I'm going to say is if you want a small discount for a very, very limited period of time, go to Jackass's Twitter bio. I'm not going to drop the link. I'm not going to say any more than that, but there may be a coupon code there for a very small discount. There may not be. I'm not sure. Maybe Jackass took it down. He's been pushing me. He's like, this is too cheap. You know, we give away way too much. I don't know if I want to give the discount code out anymore, but that's all I'm going to say. It may or may not be there, but I don't control Jackass's Twitter. Maybe he's going to take it down. I'm not sure. So either way, check it out, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to kick it over to Tommy to say a final farewell.
All right. Thanks, Max. Yeah, guys, great show today. I appreciate y'all as an audience getting us to that like threshold we were asking you for. We're not going to ask you for it every day, but we appreciate, as always, you guys, really enjoying our stream. And of course, your engagement really does mean a lot to our growth as a channel, and really enhances our ability to be able to continue bringing content like this to you guys every single day. But that's all from us, guys. A reminder that we will be back for another episode of Market Check. That is every morning, start time usually around 11 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Market Talk with the legendary King Wabi. That's a start time usually around 4:15, 4:30 Eastern time on Twitter. It is a spaces where we talk all things financial markets, Bitcoin, equities, everything in between. We got some really great speakers that come on that show pretty much every day. So make sure to check that out as well. But that's all from us, guys. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. Let's get over the hump. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for another great episode of Market Check. Thanks again, guys.
Tucker.